Hey guys, so today we've got some upper body mobility that you can do in the comfort of your own home. So how this is going to work is we've got 5 movements and we're going to run through the 5 movements 3 times, okay? So the first movement we've got today is our shoulder taps. So I'm going to show you 3 different variations and you can pick and choose which one you do. It's completely up to you, okay? So the first one is our plank shoulder taps. So hands will go just outside shoulder width or wherever they feel comfortable. And we start in our plank. So from here, we want to transfer our weight into one hand and then we bring the opposite hand to touch the opposite shoulder. Then we come down, transfer the weight into the other hand touches opposite shoulder. So the important part with the shoulder taps is to try and resist the urge to twist. So if we twist, we're going to make it a lot easier, but we want to try and keep the shoulders and the hips nice and square. So again, nice, slow and controlled, transfer the weight. My shoulders are staying straight down, my hips are facing straight down too. Come down and transfer, okay? If you feel comfortable with that, we do have a pike option. So you would come up into similar to a downward dog position. Arms will stay straight, and then from here, same thing. We push one hand into the ground, opposite hand touches opposite shoulder, hand back down to the ground, and then changing sides. Okay. Again, if you feel good with that one, there is one other one you can try, but it will require a wall. So you can kick up into a handstand. You can come up and then same thing, transfer the weight into one hand, opposite hand touches opposite shoulder. But that is fairly tricky, okay? So you're gonna do 8 shoulder taps on each side, so it's gonna be 16 in total. Then your second movement, it's gonna be a front plank to side plank. So this one you also have a couple of options. First one is to start in a forearm plank. So we start both forearms into the ground and then we're gonna go into our side plank from here. So we're gonna transfer the weight into the left forearm, we turn to the side, so now we're just in that side plank on the left forearm. Hold here for a second, then we come back to the regular plank and then transfer the weight into the other arm. And then back. So same thing, we're gonna end up doing 8 of these on each side. Most important thing to do with these front plank to side planks is as we go to turn to the side, if I'm turning towards my left arm, I wanna make sure I'm pushing my left forearm and left hand into the ground. That way, the muscles that help stabilize the shoulder are working nice and hard. We don't want any floppy and relaxed shoulders for this. So, third movement is a plank to down dog. Now, for this one, we want to have our arms straight the entire time. And when we're in that plank position, we want to think about separating the shoulder blades as much as we can. So we don't want to squeeze the shoulder blades together. We want to separate the shoulder blades as much as we can. So just think about reaching towards the ground, then you're going to shift from your plank, keep pushing up, and then into your down dog. So when we actually do it, it'll look a little bit like this. So again, I'm spreading my shoulder blades as much as I can, and I'm slowly shifting back to my down dog. But again, the whole time I'm focusing on pushing my hands into the ground and reaching my shoulders towards the ground as well. So I reach up, I come back to as far as I comfortably can, and then I control it back as well. So as I come back, I'm trying to make sure that my shoulder blades stay nice and close to my rib cage. And then we come down, okay? Whew. So just like the first 2 movements, it'll be 8 plank to down dogs in total. So we go plank, down dog, back to plank. That'll be 1. Then you're gonna do 8 of those. Now, your fourth movement is a plank walkout. So Again, you have a few options for this. First one is to start in your plank. So in your plank, shoulders should be slightly in front of your wrists, so we don't want to be back here just yet. So then with the walkouts, all you're going to do is walk your hands out as far as you comfortably can while being able to bring your hands back to the start position. Okay, so again, that whole time, arms will stay straight. I come out to a point where my hands are even, but I know that I can safely get back to my start position. And then I come back, okay? So for this one, because we are going to be doing 8 of these, you can gradually walk your hands out further after each time. So say if I'm going to start here, I might walk out to this point, come back. Go a little bit further on the second one, come back. And then try to gain like 1 centimeter or 5 centimeters each time. If you don't feel comfortable being in your plank, you can do this on your knees. So nothing really changes other than the fact that you're on your knees. So from here, we walk it out, find a point where we know that we can get back to our start, and then bring it back. So again, walking it out, and then bringing it back. Okay. If you're looking for something in between, say being on your knees is a little too easy, but staying in that plank position is a little too hard, you can do almost like a hybrid and incorporate both. So what you can do is start in the plank, walk your hands out as far as you can, and then from here you can just drop the knees and then walk your hands back, okay? Or you can go the other way and you can start on your knees, walk your hands out, and then from here we come into your plank and then walk it back, all right? So the goal with these plank walkouts would be to really ideally be able to get your chest to touch the floor and pretty much just be in a nice straight line, okay? I know I'm not quite there. Some of you may be, some of you might not be, but that's perfectly fine, okay? So I'll show you as far as I can just to give you an idea. So we'd walk it out. So that's about as far as I can get without warming up. So again, nice straight arms, push into the ground, keep yourself stable, and then only go as far out as you know that you can comfortably come back. Now, your last movement. You will need either a roller or you can use a pillow or a cushion, anything that you have laying around the house. And these are called archer thoracic rotation. So what you're going to do is you're going to lay on your side, grab your roller or cushion or pillow, whatever you have, pop that in front of you. The top leg is going to rest on your object. You're going to have your arms out in front. And then from here, this is where the archer name comes in handy. So we want to think about this top hand is reaching back, like we're about to let that arrow go, but then we keep pulling back and we reach out. So reach as far back as you can while keeping pressure on that roller. So again, we come back, reach across, whoop. I can get to about here, and then I can feel my knee start to come up off the roller. So what that means is I need to keep my leg on the roller and maybe not go as far back. So again, we reach back, turn, keep that leg on the roller or the pillow, and then coming back. So again, you'll do 8 on one side, 8 on the other. Your other option, if the archer option feels fairly easy, is to go in a clockwise or anti-clockwise position. So you can go from the side, reach straight up, come around, open the chest up, and then finish in the same position that you did for the archer. And then coming back, we can come back over, and then go again. Okay, so again, the roller or the pillow or whatever you're going to use is meant to keep your hips a little more stable, so it may be a little more challenging to get that rotation through the thoracic. okay? So that's your upper body mobility. Again, we'll run through this hopefully 3 times if you guys have the time available, and then it's 8 of everything, okay? If we do stuff on both sides, it's 8 on each side. If we don't have to do things on each side, it's 8 in total, okay? So let us know how you go with it. Send me a message if you've got any questions about anything that we did, or if you have any requests for what we want to be doing in mobility, then just let us know, okay? Have fun.